cupcakes and stud muffins, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I decided to do a bake with me. We are making oatmeal apple muffins. This is not my recipe. I will link the recipe down below. I will, however, be adjusting it only because, you know, as you cook and bake, you realize what you like and what you don't like, and you just adjust as you go. So that's what I'll be doing today. Okay, in front of me I have all the ingredients, and again the recipe will be down in the description. We got flour, sugar, baking powder. Because these are going to be oatmeal muffins, I have oatmeal. It says to use not instant oats, but quick oats, which is basically instant oats. Quick oats, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use a whole oats. I am going to add some brown sugar. It says only to use like the regular granulated sugar, but I want to do half and half because to me anything apple, especially during the fall, should kind of taste like apple pie, and apple pie most likely has brown sugar. And then we can't forget the cinnamon. This is where I also adjusted. I believe it said like, I don't know, a teaspoon and a half. I'm putting quite a bit more because we are big on cinnamon here. Then we have milk, some melted butter, and then we have some maple syrup. I have the apples, of course, 1 egg, and then I have my salt right here in my cute little pumpkin. If you can't tell, I'm kind of ready for fall. That's a sneak peek for you guys. Okay, well, let's get started. Okay, so the recipe calls for 2 medium apples. I kind of have a medium and a large one. So we're just gonna go with it. It says to peel and dice them. These apples are a little like on the older side, but you know, it'll be okay. I think it will be, at least. They're not like rotten or anything. They're just, you know, a little bruised up, a little banged up. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel these apples. Anyway, I decided to start off with an apple muffin recipe because I know a whole lot of people are not ready for fall. No, not everyone is like me, and you know, once August hits, they want to decorate for fall. So I figured an apple muffin might be a little bit more, you know, like slowly easing into the fall season. Yeah, it's not a pie. It's not an apple pie. But it's also not like a pumpkin muffin. You know, I don't want to hit you guys with the pumpkin yet, because I am definitely going to bombard you with the pumpkin in like the end of September, November. So that's my reason for going with an apple muffin. Now that my apple is peeled, I am going to go ahead and dice it up. You know, I usually just cut the core, you know, whatever I can, and make some slits. I'm sorry if my island moves a lot. This kitchen did not come with an island, so I kind of had to buy one, which I love it. I use it more, I feel like, as a buffet than an island, but today it's getting used as an island. Okay, this apple's a little bit more bruised up. I'm going to try to get rid of the areas that have a little bit more bruising. Good thing is that one of them was like a slightly bigger apple than the other. So like that I can get rid of. I actually was going to turn these apples into applesauce, but I don't know. This morning I woke up, and it's funny because it's no longer morning. It's like, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's in the afternoon, well into the afternoon. I was like, oh, we should have muffins today. I should make muffins. And then I was like, oh, I should make a video about muffins. And then, you know, then that just took time. So we just ended up having yogurt and some granola for breakfast, and then for lunch we had leftover pizza from yesterday. So now we'll have muffins tomorrow morning. So Roman is definitely an apple kid. He loves apples. I believe he gets that from his dad. His dad is big on apples too. Me, not so much. But, you know, because of them, I've kind of grown to like apples much more. Personally, I'm more of a pumpkin person during the fall. So this recipe, I just found it on Pinterest. Just, you know, looking around. I always try to choose muffins or like breakfasts that are a little bit more filling, especially for Roman. So therefore, a lot of recipes that I use for breakfast have oatmeal in them, because I know that'll fill up Roman and, you know, he'll be good for breakfast. Same thing with the smoothies. I usually always choose smoothies, or actually I don't even use recipes anymore. I put oatmeal and yogurt in like all the smoothies, so that way in the morning when Roman, you know, wants to have a smoothie, he'll fill up on that. Okay, so let me clear out the space and then we'll start with the dry ingredients. It gets hot in my house really quick when the AC is not running. Like with all baking recipes, you basically start off with your dry ingredients. You mix all of those in. So here I have the flour and the baking powder. I was like, it's not baking soda. I'll put it there. Okay, baking soda. I have the sugar. I'm only going to do the white sugar, I think. I haven't decided yet, but I think I'd rather mix the brown sugar with the butter. So I have that, and then I have the cinnamon, quite a bit. I believe that was a tablespoon that I put in. We're big on cinnamon. We like cinnamon here. Okay, and then the oats. I don't want to mix it in a bigger bowl, which I know that's a thing. Like we always want to mix in smaller things, and then it doesn't fit, and then we have to like dirty another bowl. But I think we'll be okay in this one. Okay, and then we have put in our salt. I almost forgot about that. So we got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt here. So I'm running low. 1/4 teaspoon. There we go. Sorry, that made a lot of noise. So we're going to whisk what we can. Try to incorporate it pretty well. I'm over here trying to teach you guys how to bake. I'm sure you guys know how to bake better than I do. I didn't sift any of this because, like, I'm already putting oats in here, so it's going to be chunky anyway. So I was like, yeah, we don't need to sift. Which is also why I didn't want to put the brown sugar in here, because it's already going to be, you know, pretty lumpy. I wish I could do imitations, because if I could, I would probably throw in like a lumpy space princess imitation in here. Okay. So once that's incorporated pretty well, I think I did a pretty good job. We're going to put that aside. Okay, now next up is the wet. Again, I said I was going to mix the brown sugar into this side. Man, that was tough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. I'm gonna break it up. Okay, we're gonna mix in the butter. I try to get everything out. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I definitely am. Okay. Let's go ahead and mix this. Other than the obvious, maple syrup and brown sugar to me are like the flavors of fall. Again, other than the obvious of like cinnamon and like pumpkin spice or whatever. We have our brown sugar and butter incorporated in there. Now let's go ahead and add in the egg. Let me go wash my hands. And feed in the egg. I like to do this one step at a time. I feel like things are a little bit more consistent. So we got that mixed in. Let's go ahead and bring in the maple syrup. Okay, so we're gonna add in the milk. Okay, now that I have all the mixture done, now we are ready to put in the dry. I'm going to, I don't know if I'm supposed to put all of it. It just says mix in the wet with the dry, or the dry with the wet, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh my god, that smells so good. I already smell the cinnamon and the brown sugar. Alright, let's mix. I like to start off with the whisk, and then I will finish up with the spatula. Yeah, right when it starts getting tough to whisk, that's when I swap it. And I am getting dirty. Usually I'm wearing my apron. I'm not wearing an apron. And I mean usually, like in my everyday life, not on videos, because I haven't made one of these yet. But yeah, usually like I wear an apron to cook, but even more so to wash dishes. I actually have like a pretty cute story with that. When I was pregnant with Roman, he didn't like it when I washed dishes and my belly would get wet. He would start kicking and moving around. He didn't like it. So then I started wearing an apron because he would just like start moving around and kicking in there like no mom, you need to stop, I don't like this. So I started wearing an apron, and it kind of became habit after that. Alright, so it's all mixed in. Now I have the apples. Oh my god, you guys, this looks really good. Let's do that. Actually, let's save some of them. No, we'll be fine. I was gonna say let's save some apples for the top, but it'll be fine. There's enough apples to go around. Okay, now I'm going to mix in the apples. It kind of looks like peanut butter. Like you know when you're making a dessert with peanut butter? That's kind of what it looks like. It does not smell like peanut butter, but it smells really good. We are almost there, you guys. We're ready to go. So the recipe states that you can make 12 muffins, but I want to make the jumbo muffins because, again, I want these as like breakfast. So I am going to make 6. So here I have my little papers. I'm lining them up. And it says you have to bake them for 20 minutes at 400. I have it set to 400. I'm tempted to bring it down only because they are going to be cooking longer because they are bigger. But I don't know. Okay. So let me fill these up. I am using a ½ cup. I'm going to see how that goes. It says to fill them up 2/3 of the way. But again, I like baking the big muffins, and those usually have like the big muffin tops. So I'm going to do that. And before I start filling them in, I'm going to spray my pan, actually, the top of it, with some nonstick spray, so that way when they do like overflow, they won't stick to the pan. Like, that's a good tip to have. Okay, let's go ahead and start filling up our muffin tin. I am using another like small spatula, so that way you know, it'll be easier. And here comes Roman. Hi, Roman. Those look delicious. They smell delicious. I'm excited for this. I'm sorry I'm yelling at you. I'm just excited. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. I can't wait until Roman takes more of an interest in like cooking and baking, because I would love to do that with him. It looks like if I had room for one more, I can do one more muffin. you know what? I'm just going to top them all off, and if they overflow, they overflow. Again, I'm looking for that giant muffin top, so we want very much the bakery style muffin. Fun fact, I used to want to have like a cafe bakery. I kind of still do, but honestly, like, I don't want to do the work. It just seems so stressful, and I want to live a less stressful life, you know? Like, why add to it? At least that's my opinion. I know for other people it's their passion and they live for that, and that's great. That's great for them. But me, no. I love baking, I love cooking, I love serving people, but I don't love the stress. You know what? That worked out. That worked out. I think we did good. I'm gonna go wash my hands and put this in the sink. Okay, anytime I have like cupcakes or something that I'm going a little bit higher, I like to not only tap it down. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm tapping while I'm talking. Anyway, I like to tap it down like that. And then I like to put it on a baking sheet. Excuse this one's not so pretty, but it's fine, it'll do the job. Because if they happen to overflow and fall out, it won't fall out onto your oven, onto the bottom of your oven. And also, it's easier to take out of the oven this way. Because if they overflow, again, not even if they don't spill, like, where are you going to grab it here? Like, you have very limited space. Especially with mitts, the oven mitts. Yeah, I'm like, what are those things called? Anyway, so these are going in the oven. I am going to check them around the half-hour mark and then see where they are, and depending on that, I'll even add more, or I'll take them out of the oven, obviously. All right, let's bake. And now it's time to wash dishes. Alright, you guys, it's been about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check them. See if I should leave them for an additional 10 or 15 minutes. But yeah, let's go and check. Alright, they are still very raw in the middle. The tops are getting a little bit toasty. So I went ahead and dropped the temp level to 350. And I put it for another 15 minutes. I'll check it about 10 minutes. And then I'll get back to you guys. I'm here washing and drying dishes. Roman has been coming around. He smells the cinnamon. He knows what cinnamon is. And he's excited, so he's hanging out with Mom now. You want to come say hi? Can you say hi? Come. Come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. Come on. Grandma's going to want to see you in the video. Come on. Say hi, Grandma. Okay. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. My beret. By the way, my mom made me this beret. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, so we have 5 minutes left. Roman is looking for a snack. I'm going to check the muffins. Correction, I have 4 minutes left. So let's see. Let's see how they're doing. That one needs a little more. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it and then leave it for the 4 minutes. The ones in the back were basically done. The ones in the front, though, they were a little, you know, still. But I feel like they should carry over. So, the last few minutes, I turned it around. Reversed it? I don't know. I turned the sheet around. And we're going to let that bake. And Roman's over here snacking. Do you need help? Can you say help? You can say woof woof.
Woof woof. Oh.
Oh my goodness, they look beautiful. They look amazing. Let me bring them over. Oh my goodness, they look delicious and toasty and yummy. Okay, I'm going to let those cool off and then we shall do a taste test. What? You're gonna try to eat a muffin? Yeah?
A cupcake.
Okay, muffin.
A muffin.
Yeah, good job, bud. Do you want a piece? Yeah? Okay, let me get you a piece. Which one do you want? Which one? You choose.
Okay.
Okay, which one? Do you want this one or this one? That one? Okay. Okay. Roman's ready for a muffin. Which one do you want? This one?
Yeah.
You're gonna cut it. It's hot. Still hot. It's hot. It's hot. You gotta wait. Oh, you're gonna help me? Go ahead, wait. Okay. Let's blow it. It's hot. Uh-oh. It's hot. Yeah, it's apples and cinnamon, your favorite, but it's hot. Oh. Told you it's hot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6. How is it? I haven't tasted it. I should taste it. Alright, so they are still very warm. Roman's already digging in. I think he likes them. They're really good. I was worried they were going to be too sweet because I added the brown sugar. But they are actually not like super sweet. They're sweet, but not like super sweet. You want another piece? It's hot. Hot. Yummy muffins? He say muffin.
Muffin.
Yes. Say apple muffin. He say apple muffin. He's gonna count them all. Apple muffin.
Muffin.
Muffin. Good job, bud. Okay. So it looks like he's not sharing. So, but I think it's a win. I will put the link in the description from where I got the recipe. I will, if you want, also write down the adjustments I made. See if you guys want to try it that way. But yeah, they're very crumbly, especially because they just came out of the oven. But they're very good. Yum. Can you say yum? Yum. And yes, he needs a haircut. I am aware. An apple muffin kiss? Mwah, thank you. I didn't specify any kind of apple. I don't think the recipe did either, but I basically just used the apples that we had. I think I used Honeycrisp and maybe like, maybe a Pink Lady apple. I'm not quite sure. But definitely one of them was Honeycrisp. But I would like to make one with a Honeycrisp and then a Granny Smith. I think that would be a good combo. I think Granny Smith in like apple pies and muffins, like, it's really good. So before I go, I did want to give you guys another tip. When you put them to cool, let them cool in the pan for about 10 minutes and then remove them from the pan and put them on a cooling rack. That should help. And then it'll keep like the bottoms from getting all mushy and stuff. Like these, I'm about to put them back on the rack because they're still very warm. I don't want them to get mushy. I just wanted to put them up there so I can finish up the video. Well, anyway, thank you for watching Cupcakes and Stud Muffins. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you come back. And I hope you try this recipe because it's really good, as you can see. Oh, no, this is Mama. Mister. It's Mama's.
Bye.
Yum. Say bye-bye. Yeah. Good job. High five. Mommy did a good job. Mommy did a great job. Yeah, thank you.